According to the Handbook of the International Law of Military Operations, the minority view is that humanitarian intervention either does not violate the UN Charter or is part of customary law. Most legal authorities, however, judge that unauthorized humanitarian intervention is prima facie illegal, but that it can be, quote, legitimized and wholly or partially justified under certain conditions, which provide grounds for partial or complete mitigation of responsibility for otherwise illegal conduct. End of quote. Now that way of putting it seems to me to be ambiguous. On the one hand, it seems to say that an act that is illegal prima facie at first sight can be made legal by mitigating circumstances. But the normal understanding of mitigation is that it reduces the responsibility of the agent, not the unlawfulness of his act. What the handbook is trying to say, I think, is that circumstances can render an act that is illegal morally justified. But its articulation is mangled because it's shy of appealing, as just war reasoning would not be shy, to a moral authority above positive law. It is shy of appealing to natural law or morality, and yet significantly it finds it must, but it does so obliquely. The justification of going to war can't always confine itself to positive law. Sometimes, when the devil is wreaking egregious, massive, atrocious havoc, it has to take the risks of transgressing the law by appeal to overriding moral duty. Nonetheless, a moral justification can't ride roughshod, cavalierly over the law. It must pay it the respect of making as good a legal case as it can. And this is because the rule of law fosters the good of international order. Even those who continue to doubt the ultimately moral justification proposed will appreciate the proposer's readiness to be accountable before the law. A measure of trust of moral community will be maintained, and because the advocate of unilateral action shows himself not to be a contemptuous rogue elephant, the law's authority will be preserved or at least minimally damaged. Right, responsible process may not secure agreement on the truth, but it does help to shore up community and authority in the midst of substantive disagreement.